Playing Cook on the graveyard means that you're always going to spawn here, which I would consider west graveyard or west side of the grave. This would here, right next to it, would be west side of church. Then I would say this is where the west graves or west graveyard is. And then you have like here the west side gates or the west gates. This is how I would call it, or this is how my teams are calling, or my friends are calling it. This map in the top right has no like names, so you have to come up with them own. And yeah, we just decided that this is the west side. So you were spawning kind of like in the west graves or west graveyard. And just so you know, you should always ignore this entire west side of the map. So if you kind of like go to this fence here, and you draw a line all the way down and all the way up, everything that is west of this fence, you ignore that. Doesn't matter if you're playing alone, doesn't matter if you're playing with your teammates. This whole area is dead zone, it's useless, and there's no point of defending it. The only thing that is here is one pump. So the victims need to disable this pump over here, but they have to disable all 3 pumps to drain the water. And then this whole area leads into flooded area, so they cannot leave down here. So the only thing they can leave is here, out of this gate, because there's a basement exit, so yeah. Or if they're not coming out the basement, they go here, they need to do the gate for this one pump. But yeah, like I said, since they need 3 pumps, ignoring one pump is not the end of the world. So now I'm going to show you like 2 setups. The one setup you want to run if you are actually playing with your teammates and you're running a 3-man squad, or if you're running a 2-man squad. If it is Hitchhiker, you can also click in the top right corner. This is my setup for Hitchhiker. And if you have Leatherface, I also have a Leatherface basement rotation video, but I'm going to show you now what Leatherface should do if he's a teammate. And then I'm going to show you a setup if you're playing SoloQ. So I'm going to start with the team comp setup. So you spawn here, and the first thing you check is where's the fuse. So you run into the middle of a map, and you can also already check here, because there's where the fuse can spawn. You just run here, you run towards the church, and the fuse is always on the church. So then you run up here, and if you see the fuse is here, you put a padlock on the left side gate, or if you see the fuse is over here on this door. So if it's here or here, then I would say the first padlock you're going to place down is on the left side generator, because the person who defends left side gen in a 3-man squad, which will be your Leatherface. So Leatherface, since it's kind of like the middle of the area, would always rotate no matter what on this gate here. And yeah, if there's the fuses in there, he rotates from the fuse to the gate, or he rotates from the gate towards middle area or like destroy stuff. So he has some slowdown in case he needs to defend fuse a little bit harder, or he kills someone there. And then your other teammate or like the other spawn would be for the fuse here. So in case the fuse spawns here, you need to help your teammate Hitchhiker, who is on the right side generator, so he rotates from the fuse towards the right side gate. You're going to put that padlock on this gate, so he has a little bit of a slowdown in case he needs to rotate. So yeah, this is what you do first, playing as a team. And once you put your one padlock down here, you run down all the way to the south. Kind of like, yeah, you didn't spawn there, you spawned all the way west. Yeah, you just like could also spawn if you don't want to care about your teammates, you're not playing solo. But yeah, like I would always say here, then you run south. What's here is, this is the south graveyard, by the way. So this area is south graveyard, and this is the south gate. And behind the south gate is like double pump area. We call this double pump because there are 2 pumps in there. So you see this over here, and you see this. These are the 2 pumps. It's kind of like the pump that was over there. So you have 3 pumps, and these are the other 2. The only way for the victims to enter this area is through this gate. So once you lock this gate, the victims can't enter here. If the water already drained, the victim could go to this gate here. And from this gate, they could go through the water. I'm going to show you real quick. So this is completely useless. Don't get baited. As you can see, this is an area that you cannot leave and go everywhere, because you have to drain the water. And once you drain the water, this area is also kind of useless, because the only thing that happens is there is a gate down here. So there's a gate here, and that gate leads into the double pump area. So like I said, as you saw, the only way to get into double pumps, which is like 2 pumps and they need both, is through this gate. So you defend here. And the last padlock you're going to keep, because once they somehow manage to push through here, they need to turn both pumps on. You can keep turning them off, but they have to fight the cook over and over, and it takes a lot of time. But once they manage to get somehow through all of that, the water is gonna drain. So yeah, they turn on those pumps, and then the water is gonna drain. And then there's the exit gate down here. So down here there's an exit gate, and there's only this one gate, and this leads outside. So once they somehow manage to fight against you all the way in this area and the water drain, you can now use your third padlock to put it on the exit gate. So this is how I would recommend you playing Cook as a team. It is kind of boring, because what you will do most of the game is just staying here in the south graveyard. I would recommend not leaving too far, unless obviously, since your teammates are calling out, oh, everyone is here, you can come up here, so you have a little bit better time of marking. But yeah, I would just stay here in this area, look around what's going on, maybe push them down the basement, and yeah, just stay in this general area, maybe look, maybe help, but yeah, don't leave your gate too far. And I mean, the typical job is a cook in a team is not most exciting one, and yeah, your teammates cannot help you too much, that's just so you know, because they are the other side of the map, so this is a little bit of a problem. But yeah, not having this gate defended is very bad. So now I'm going to show you the SoloQ setup, how you wanna play if you are actually playing SoloQ. And this depends now in how hard you wanna win. So if you badly want to win and you wanna trust your teammates, and your teammates have voice chat, you can obviously try hard to win, because what happens a lot in SoloQ, your teammates are not going to defend those gates down there. So let's say you really want to win, you're playing SoloQ, you spawn in graveyard, you are in the west graveyards, yeah, you're gonna ignore west gates again, and then what you're gonna do is, I would recommend petting both padlocks. So you go here and you go and put your padlock down here on the left side gate, over here. And yeah, that we already did, because the fuse spawned here. So once you padlock this gate here, you're now going to run towards the right side generator, which is sadly, this is exactly how you have to run, like depending on your spawn, exactly like this. Because that's the quickest way to get from the left side gate to the right side gate. That's why you normally need 2 teammates, and you cannot stay up here and defend it anyways. If you're playing SoloQ and you say, okay, I don't care too much about winning and tryharding, I wanna play SoloQ, but I wanna have fun, you place those 2 padlocks, maybe put the third one down here depending on victims are, and you play in this area. You just now stay here and you know, look for the victims, you help your teammates. Up here most of the time is the most action, and then yeah, you can just rotating. Once they push through one of those gates, all the way up here is the generator exit gate behind that building. You can see it here glowing red over the wall. Yeah, right there. You can see the gate. So then you put the gate there. And you say, okay, I'm playing SoloQ, I'm just defending my side. If you don't have a Hitchhiker or Nancy or whatever, and you're the only slowdown character, I would also recommend that. So then you're here, you maybe tell your teammates, or you type to them in chat that you are defending Chen side. And if they don't defend South side, you know how it is in SoloQ, right? But yeah, if you do really want to try hard and win in solo queue games, and yeah, you think, or like you have that winning is the most fun for me, even though I don't have the most action in the game, then you're going to place those 2 traps, and then you're going to run all the way down here to the south graveyards again, and you're going to put your dirt padlock on the double pump gate entrance. I would call it maybe double pump entrance, or like south graveyard towards double pump, like however you wanna call it, right? So yeah, now you're gonna padlock the double pumps, and you can stay here in this area as you would do in your team strategy. You just stay here, you help your teammates by marking them, highlighting them, you look around, push them down, and you can have an eye very, very, very badly on those padlocks over there. So yeah, this is a little bit more like hope for the best build. Yeah, that is obviously up to you how you want to play it, how you're feeling, if you have teammates with comms in your game or not, and then you can just adapt. But these are the ways I would play my cookie. I would not recommend looking for buckets on this map at all. I've played some blood feeding bones here and it is painful. The buckets here are so far spread out, you can't see them from far away. The only way to find them is using your family sync, and as you can see, we walked and we checked nearly everywhere here in this area, but there are just no buckets. So don't even try. Kill the victims, get the blood you get from the victims, and get that to grandpa. This is how I would recommend it. But yeah, this is it. This is how I would play if you're playing with a team or if you're playing alone. And yeah, I hope you're going to have some nice good games with it. I hope this video was useful. I hope you're gonna enjoy your games, and in case you did, make sure to leave a like, and as always, if you feel super nice, make sure to make a comment in the video below or subscribe to my channel in case you didn't already. Thanks for watching and good luck in your next games. Bye bye.